Yo, we reacted to the homie Wayne. I met Wayne last year, and he's a cool guy. He's been riding in Thailand for a year. I've been riding in Thailand for about the same amount of time. I switched over from a motorbike that was 100 and like 10 or 120 cc's to a motorcycle that's at 300 cc's now. And of course, driving from 110 to 300 cc's, big change. But I'm interested to hear his take before I talk about my experiences driving to Thailand. But let's get it, man. Walk about Wayne, boy. Let's
So,
go.
out near the railway station,
Look at
there's
this.
this bike shop
I drive kind of a bike
that I
like
always
this.
go past. And today, I thought I would have a look, and it will be in fitting with today's vlog subject about riding for 1 year and my thoughts on it. So, I thought I would just have a look here. There's another one next door, so we'll go and have a look at that as well in a minute. I just wondered if they had any Yamaha Aerox in the place. I seen one next door, so I know there's one back there.
That's my bike right here. The bottom
I
left, the
can't
CBR. I think that's the same
see any
same
Aerox here.
style.
I mean, it might be a rental store, but I'm sure they're all for
If
sale.
this is a rental
There's a
store
couple Aeroxes.
and they letting
There's
you
one
rent
there,
some
there's
300s,
two.
that's dope. All right, we're
Swaddy
gonna
Cap.
fast forward to him talking about driving in
This
Thailand right here.
out, and I'm going to talk about my 1 year ride in Lucille and my thoughts about it, and yeah, what it's been like on the Thailand roads.
Not that bad. Crazy.
So it
Not
suddenly
that bad.
dawned on me yesterday that I'd been driving Lucille now for nearly 12 months, nearly a year. Well, it's January the 10th next year is when I first got my license and first got the bike, which is, just a month away. We'll call it a yearly update. It's 11 months, just over 11 months.
It's almost a
Yeah, I
year.
thought that'd be a cool vlog, man. And ironically, I just got pulled by the police.
Oh
There's
yeah.
police everywhere, man.
What they want? What they?
Yeah, just got pulled. And very rarely do I get pulled since I've had the license.
I've never been pulled ever, but I
I
want
think
to.
I've been pulled about 3 times in the
What they
last
want?
year. And today they are in force everywhere now, down on the narrow rat bridge. And yeah, he pulled me over, and it was so nice just pulling out my license with my helmet on, and yeah, everything was cool. He said, "On your way." For people that don't know, people that don't follow my channel, I've been in Chiang Mai, Thailand now for 3 years, and the first 2 years of that time, I rode a mountain bike, a bicycle around the city. I know all my regulars know
Black
all about
Beauty.
my bike, and that I used to ride a bike,
Not anymore.
and I had no problems with riding a bicycle around Chiang Mai. In fact, I loved it. I loved every minute of it, and not to say I do now, but I'll come to that in a bit. Yeah, I could have carried on riding the bike, but after 2 years,
Get tired of it.
I was getting a bit peed off, and I thought
Yeah.
if I'm gonna stay long term,
100%, bro. Bro, look, you get tired of riding a bike, like especially since Wayne stays around the old city. The traffic is crazy, and when traffic gets crazy, people on motorcycles and motorbikes they get impatient. They start going in between stuff like that. It leaves people that are on bicycles with not much maneuverability. I would assume, anyways. I never rode a bike here, but I'm the guy on the motorcycle going in between. And I'm not the only one too. I see people just go past me going in between. They got some real skills out here. But definitely being out here on a bike could be almost as bad, probably, if not worse, than being in a car. Cause like when you're in a car, there's no going around through traffic in these small 2 lane areas that are highly congested, you know. Being on a bike, it's almost as bad because you're not safe. It's like being on a motorcycle. You're not safe. If you crash, you crash. But in a car, of course, it doesn't matter. But on a bike, for you to try and go in between, you're going to be going against the motorbikes and the motorcycles. That's just not going to work out. People are going to honk at you, or something might happen. You might get hit. You know, people might not see you coming out because the bike is smaller than the motorcycle. It's just a lot of chaos, man. If you come out here to Thailand, get a motorbike. They're everywhere. The rental shops are everywhere. It's cheap. Like, just get a motorbike. No real point in getting a bicycle unless you are a biker and you like go and actually just like ride the bike, like for exercise or for fun or whatever. It's just yeah.
I'm gonna need to get a motorbike and get proper legal license. But looking back, I was riding my bicycle during the COVID time, so
And
I
it
was
was
probably
empty.
riding around
It
Chiang
was
Mai
empty
with
too.
tinted glasses on, if you know what I mean. It, I found it so easy and so good doing that because the streets are empty. Looking back now,
Hundred
when I think
percent.
about it and see what the roads are like now,
Crazy.
would I like ride?
Like the roads aren't like this unless it's kind of early or it's fuck, man. Unless it's like the weekday and people are working, it's normally not this empty, man. It's like, especially nowadays. Oh my goodness, nowadays it's not even. I don't even think it's really the tourists. Like, but yeah, there are a lot of tourists coming out here. But I think it's just because more people are out working and stuff like that. More people are actually out in Thailand. Like I remember I when I first came to the realization, like, oh, this is what it's normally like here. It was like 2 months ago, and I was driving, and I was like, man, there's so much traffic here. I'm like, there's no way that there's these are tourists. And I thought about it. I was like, damn, when I came here, it was in the middle of the pandemic, wasn't nobody out. Now everybody's here. Tourists, the people that live here, everybody's out. So it's like, well, there goes my days of just cruising through the city, no issues. Now, man, if I'm in the city, I gotta be seeing a friend or something, or getting some food. Man, smokehouse, barbecue smokehouse, that's a dope spot if you come to Chiang Mai. Smokehouse barbecue is right next to Taipei Gate. Taipei Gate. It's one of the best burger shops I've had here. But yeah.
Riding the bicycle around now? And the answer is no, because when I do take that bike out now, it is 10 times worse than what it was. The longer you have a motorbike, you don't want to go back, do you? The only thing
No.
I would go back for is the fitness. And I worked out yesterday, I have done 6,500 kilometers in just under a year. And I've been going
That's a
around
lot.
a fair bit, guys. I've
That is a
been
lot.
traveling around the outskirts of the city. I'm sure a lot of people do a lot more than that, man. Some people travel all around Thailand and go on proper road trips. So
Yep.
I'm
Not
guessing
me.
my mileage is quite good for 1 year. 1 year of motorbike use,
It's a little much, but
6,500 kilometers. So I'd say like a scooter can last a long time,
I
right?
mean, I say it's much because me personally, I normally just go places that I know where to go, or I'll look on the GPS. I don't normally explore around. Like one guy asked me, he's like, "Oh, do you know this area to get to Pi?" And I'm like, "No, I've never been to Pi. Don't really leave the city, and I don't really leave where my area is. I always moved into a place next to a market. If I need anything, I just go to the market."
Right, I don't know. My mate's got a scooter that's got 100k on the clock, and he still rides it around, man. So they just keep going forever, don't they? If you keep them tuned up and take them in for a service, I think they will
I think mine's at
carry
20,
on forever.
20K.
So my thoughts about riding a motorbike during COVID, it was easy. Chiang Mai was a piece of, it was easy.
Hey,
You could
I
go around. You always had to have your wits about you. You always need to know what's going on. But yeah, in the last 6 months, Chiang Mai has gotten back to what it is known for. It is a traffic trap, man, and you have to
100%.
be on alert. Every day, I'll probably get home and think that's another day where I've survived. Because the law of averages.
And honestly, I kind of agree. I just know because I drive crazy. Like I have a motorcycle now, and it's faster than a lot of these other people's motorbikes. So I'm going fast, but I always like every day I'm wearing my helmet, even though I don't even want to sometimes. Even though I know I'm going down the street, there's a chance I could get hit going down the street. So I wear the helmet, I wear the motorcycle jacket that has padding on it, and I wear some pants. I don't normally wear shorts unless I'm going to the gym. Even then, I'm taking a big risk, right? So you definitely do take a risk whenever you're riding. But I mean, that's what anywhere. America, same thing. Probably same thing in the UK. Just riding a bike is just more dangerous than riding in a car.
Is I'm probably going to have an accident one of these days. If I live here
Yeah,
and you're out on the bike every day
hundred
and
percent,
the country is back to gridlock and traffic everywhere,
100%.
the law of averages are in it. I'm
I
gonna probably get in a scrape at some point or another.
and it might not be crazy. It could just honestly be like you're going forward and it's like a car jam at a red light. You're going in between, and then some guy he's coming out from his side because the cars are too close, so he hit a left and he was going fast. You were coming out, bam, the front just collides. You guys both fall on the floor. You guys are both okay, but your bikes are a little messed up.
I sort
That's
of know that,
definitely a thing
and
that
it's in the
happens.
back of my head all the time, so it makes me even more alert on the road. I'm
That's
not one
good.
of these riders that goes out and just doesn't think of nothing. I've always got that in the back of my head.
Some people, yeah,
That,
hundred
you
percent.
know, I'm telling
Dude,
myself
it's
to.
crazy. I've probably seen like six bodies on the floor, just driving past, just driving, and I see a body. I see ambulances and stuff like that. Every single time I see it, they're not wearing a helmet. So many times out here, they drive around with no helmet. Some of them going fast too. Some of them aren't going as fast, but like 80% of them are not wearing a helmet. And I ask my Thai friends like, why don't people wear helmets? It's like, oh, it's freedom. They feel like they're the best or whatever, and they just feel good not wearing a helmet. And it's like, okay, you feel good not wearing a helmet, but what if you crash and you die? Like they're not even thinking about that. They're just like, oh, I feel good driving around without a helmet. Look, it's always good to not have a helmet until you need it, and you never know when you need it.
To be careful, watch what you're doing. Sometimes you drift off. We all drift off, don't we, on the
Yes,
roads? And
yes,
then
yes.
I
I've done it before too. I've definitely drifted off while driving.
tell myself again to wake up.
Yeah.
So I have had one accident in 1 year, and it wasn't really an accident. It was I fell off. I hit
I
some gravel on the highway and I went down.
on the
And
highway.
Lucille is still bearing the
What?
scars of that. So when I went down, all this came off here. I've got tape up here, and you can see there on the side. What else? I got some scrapes. I got some tape covering the scrapes on the side, and luckily, because my foot peg was out, I think none of the
What?
back really got scratched, guys. So she
Wayne, you driving around with your foot ped out on your bike? That is crazy. I've never heard
only
that
come
before.
off with minor scrapes.
I've never heard
Now
that
then,
before.
the bicycle really helped me transition over to Lucille. I think that was the key for me, just hitting the road and not being overwhelmed by anything. That bicycle taught me how the Thailand roads work, what to do, how the Thais think, and yeah, it was a clean transition for me. I think if you're going straight to a scooter here with no experience back home, it could be a little bit different.
When I first came here, I was scared to ride my scooter. And the first time I got on the scooter, I immediately crashed into a wall. Immediately. And I've rode bikes almost all my childhood. And then I switched to skateboarding. I got on the motorbike. Vroom, vroom. That was my mistake. I was like trying to use it like a dirt bike because I never rode a motorbike before. I didn't know. Went straight into the wall. Couldn't hit the brake. I didn't know what to do. Hit the wall. As soon as I hit the wall, I got right back up. I started like driving, trying to get my balance. Got my balance, and then I drove off and I went. It was two of my friends. They were guiding me. We went to the mall. We were going pretty slow, and then the next day I'm driving by myself, and I hadn't crashed ever since. Transition, got a new motorcycle. Everything was going good. They were doing construction on one side of the road, so everybody's coming down this side of the road. I'm going straight. A lady comes out. She's just looking to the left. You usually look left and then look right and then go straight. And then maybe look left and right while you're going straight. She was just looking left the whole time. I couldn't slow down fast enough because I was going fast. It was a new motorcycle. I I tried to go around her because if I would have went to the left, I would have hit a car, and if I would have went to the right, I would have went into a ditch. So I tried to like go around, and the way she was going at her speed, she didn't even look to the right. She didn't use the brake. She just kept going. I hit the front of her vehicle. She was fine. I was fine. Insurance paid. Everything's good to go. It is what it is, man. It happens.
I never rode a motorbike back in England, but I've had some experience. My uncle had a farm and we rode scramblers when I was younger.
That's
My
dope.
cousin and my uncle's farm, they
I
had
have no idea what a
scramblers
scrambler is.
and four-wheeled motorbikes. They had loads of them, and we used to burn around the fields, you know, not a care in the world. Didn't know about how to ride it properly. You just, because you was in an open field, we burned around, and yeah, I never really had no accidents then. The part of riding the motorbike here wasn't the problem, it was the roads. So yeah, coming back to the bicycle was what really helped me. So we're down in the old city at the minute.
So the roads, man, there's a couple of these one-way streets, and I swear it gets me every time. It's like, okay, let me turn right here. And it's like, oh, one way. And it's like, and it's like, you got to be quick with your decision making because there's so much traffic. People are going, some people are impatient. They're going to try and go around you. So if you like just go left, they're trying to come right past you. You might hit them. It's crazy, man. It is crazy in these streets. Honestly, it
And
really
yeah,
is.
I'm going to do a walk around again soon. I'm going to do an update
Okay.
vlog around Chiang Mai. We'll have a walk around and a chat, see what's
Okay.
happening, show you what's happening around the roads.
Yeah.
And yeah,
Sounds
thought
good.
that's good every now and then before we take off again and have a wander around on a road trip. So you can get your coconuts here, 40 baht, passion fruit, 20 baht. So I'm actually going to meet Sam in a minute for some food, so I've only got 10 minutes. This is just a small vlog. Maybe it can help somebody. I know a lot of people watch my vlogs and they see my experiences.
And they really entice people to go out and live their dreams. Because if it wasn't for Wayne, I probably wouldn't be here in Chiang Mai. It wasn't just Wayne, of course. It was a couple other YouTubers I saw, and I was like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna move to Thailand. But Wayne's videos are definitely really helpful. He does give a lot of great tips, shows off a lot of cool places in Chiang Mai specifically. So if you do want to come to Chiang Mai, I definitely advise you guys to check out Walkabout Wayne because he does make very helpful content. But with that being said, we were just checking out the writing section, talking about the streets and all that stuff, bouncing off information between me and him. And with all that being said, I hope you guys, learned something. Go check out the rest of the video. Got like 3 minutes left. I don't know what he's gonna talk about, but you can go find out. Of course, hit the like whenever you get there. Hit a like. Hit a like on this video too, man. Help me out. We just hit 5K like 2 days ago. Let's get that 6K. So go ahead and subscribe. Also, I'm pretty tired, but yeah, let's go. I gotta record like 3 more videos and then I'm going to bed. I'll see you guys later. Be safe. If you come to Thailand, Swadi Krap and welcome. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace.